Hello and welcome back to the Ayrshire Traveller. Today's video we are checking out 7 places in Scotland that you must visit in 2026. This is going to be an adventure. Remember, like and subscribe. So where better to start our video than here in Scotland's capital city, Edinburgh. Rising above the city is Edinburgh Castle, watching over the skyline for more than 1,000 years. Below it, the Royal Mile stretches through the old town, lined with medieval buildings, street performers and narrow closes that twist away from the crowds. Walk these streets and you'll feel layers of time. This is a city of poets, philosophers and legends, where Mary Queen of Scots once ruled, and stories of mystery and rebellion still linger in the air. Just a short walk away, the new town reveals a completely different side of Edinburgh. Elegant Georgian architecture, wide streets and calm gardens show the city's refined side, proof Edinburgh grit and grace better than anywhere else. In summer, the city transforms during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, the largest arts festival in the world. Every pub, theatre and street corner becomes a stage, filling the city with energy, laughter and creativity. For the best views, climb Arthur's Seat, an ancient volcano in the heart of the city. From the top, Edinburgh unfolds below, a rare moment where nature and city exist side by side. Edinburgh isn't just a place you visit, it's a city you feel historic, dramatic and endlessly atmospheric. It's a perfect starting point for any Scottish adventure. Nestled away in the busy city lies Dean Village, which is a huge contrast to the busy city. This quaint little old mill village is very beautiful to look at. Calton Hill acts as a memorial. There are many monuments here, including the National Monument and also the Burns Monument. You get some really nice views of the city and further towards Leith. Explore this city, you'll find legends, ghostly tales and haunting sights. This one is definitely one to check out at night. Edinburgh is simply stunning and it is a must-see when visiting Scotland, especially for your first time. We now head up the east coast, crossing the Firth of Forth to the home of golf, St Andrews. St Andrews may be small, but its influences reaches around the world. This is a town shaped by ancient history, dramatic coastline and a legacy that made it the home of golf. Set along Scotland's east coast, St Andrews feels timeless. Stone buildings, sea air and open skies give the town a calm, almost sacred atmosphere. A place where centuries quietly coexist. At its centre stand the ruins of St Andrew's Cathedral, once the largest church in Scotland. Nearby, St Andrew's Castle clings to the cliffs overlooking the North Sea, a powerful reminder of the town's religious and political past. The University of St Andrews, Scottish oldest, brings youth and tradition together. Its streets are filled with students' stories and academic heritage, stretching back over 600 years. Walk the coastal paths and you will find wide beaches, rolling dunes and views that stretch endlessly into the sea. It's peaceful, dramatic and undeniably Scottish. St Andrews is more than a destination. It's a story of faith, learning and tradition, shaped by the sea. Quiet, historic and deeply memorable, is a place that stays with you long after you leave. We now head across the mainland to the west coast and find ourselves in Oban. Oban is where the Highlands meet the sea, a small harbour town with big soul. It's a gateway to Scotland's Western Isles and one of the most scenic coastal towns in the country. Wrapped around a natural bay, Oban greets you with colourful waterfront buildings, fishing boats and the constant sound of the sea. It's a place that feels alive, shaped by tide, travel and centuries of maritime history. Rising above the town is McCaig's Tower, Oban's most iconic landmark. Built in the style of a Roman Colosseum, it offers sweeping views over the harbour and surrounding islands, especially magical at sunset. Exploring the town is certainly worth it. Looking over the marina to all the different boats and all the different islands gives you a sense of tranquility. Oban is famous for its seafood. Fresh scallops, oysters and langoustines arrive straight from the water to local restaurants and harbourside stalls. It's authentic, simple and unmistakably coastal. From Oban's ferry terminal, adventure lies just offshore. Mull, Iona and Stafford are all within reach. Islands known for their white beaches, ancient abbeys and dramatic sea cliffs. Oban isn't just a destination, it's a starting point. Surrounded by lochs, hills and open water, Oban offers a slower pace here. Mornings begin with sea mist and evenings end with golden light reflecting off the bay. Oban captures the spirit of Scotland's west coast, rugged, welcoming and deeply connected to the sea. Whether you're passing through or staying a while, it's a place that feels like home. We now head 60 miles down the west coast, and an hour and 45 minutes lies the town of Inveraray. Inveraray feels like a town pulled straight from a storybook. Elegant, peaceful, and framed by mountains and water, it's one of the most picturesque stops in western Scotland. Sitting on the shores of Loch Fyne, Inveraray is known for its whitewashed buildings and calm, refined atmosphere. The town was carefully planned in the 18th century, giving it a sense of balance and order that feels rare today. At the heart of the town stands Inveraray Castle, the ancestral home of the Duke of Argyll. With its turrets, gardens and dramatic backdrop, it looks every bit the Highland castle people imagine when they think of Scotland. This is like being in a fairy tale. Inveraray may be small, but it's rich in heritage. From the old jailhouse museum to traditional pubs and local shops, the town carries its history with quiet pride. Surrounded by forested hills and open water, Inveraray invites you to slow down. Morning mist rolls in from the loch, and evenings are calm, reflective and timeless. Inveraray is a place of elegance and stillness, a perfect contrast to the rugged coastlines nearby. Whether you're exploring castles or simply taking in the view, it's a stop that feels effortlessly special. This place is simply stunning, and it is one of my many favourite places to visit when in Scotland. I highly recommend it, whether you're actually going to the castle or just exploring the grounds. It's definitely a worthwhile visit. The harbour is simply stunning. It's peaceful yet busy with all the tourists that come and flock here. Heading south from Inveraray down the west coast of Scotland, we now find ourselves at Luss. Luss is a kind of place that feels almost too perfect to be real. Set on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond, this tiny village is one of Scotland's most photographed, and it's easy to see why. The drive from Inveraray is simply stunning, the rolling landscape before entering Loch Lomond. Luss is known for its beautifully preserved cottages, stone paths and flower-filled gardens. Every detail feels carefully kept, giving the village a timeless perfect charm. Stretching out before the village is Loch Lomond, the largest loch in Great Britain. calm waters reflect the surrounding hills, creating a peaceful atmosphere that instantly slows the pace of the day. Luss has a long and proud history, once home to the Clan Culhan. Today that heritage lives on through the village church, graveyard and stone sense of community. Take a walk along the shore and watch boats drift by, or climb the nearby hills for sweeping views over the loch. It's a place best enjoyed slowly in quiet moments. Luss captures the softer side of Scotland, gentle, welcoming and deeply scenic. Small in size but big in beauty. It's a story that lingers long after you've left. We now take the ferry from Weems Bay on the mainland and find ourselves on Isle of Bute in the town of Rothesay. Rothesay is a seaside town that feels like a step back in time. On the Isle of Bute, it's charming, colourful and full of history. A perfect island escape from mainland Scotland. The town sits in a sweeping bay lined with traditional Victorian buildings and a bustling promenade. It's small, walkable and instantly welcoming, with views of the sea and surrounding hills at every turn. At the heart of the town is Rothesay Castle, a medieval fortress that tells the stories of centuries of Scottish history, with its towers, dungeons and riverside setting. It's a striking reminder of the island's past. Rothesay is a place to relax, stroll along the promenade, watch boats drift by, or enjoy local cafes and shops. It's a perfect blend of coastal charm and quiet idle life. Beyond the town, the Isle of Bute offers woodland trails, beaches and rolling hills. Whether it's a walk along the shores or exploring the countryside, there's a peaceful rhythm to the island that's hard to forget. This has something for everyone. Rothesay captures the magic of island Scotland, historic scenery and full of character. A short every ride from the mainland, but a world away in charm. It's a place that feels timeless. We now catch another ferry, this time from the west coast town of Ardrossan, and over the ocean to the island of Arran. As you approach the island, rugged peaks rise from the sea, hinting at the adventure ahead. Arran is a mix of dramatic landscapes and charming towns. Broddock Bay offers sandy beaches and a bustling harbour, and it's a place where nature and history collide seamlessly. Take a bus ride up to the north of the island and you find yourself in Loch Lomond. This is a very quiet and peaceful village with a lovely castle and nice picturesque bay. You can spend many hours here just taking in the sights. The island's interior is dominated by Goat Fell, Arran's highest peak. Hiking trails crisscross glens and ridges, offering panoramic views of the island, sea and even the Ayrshire coast on a clear day. Small villages like Broddock, Limlash and Locranza are full of character. Local cafes, craft shops and seafood spots capture the island's slow, welcoming pace. From golden sands to rocky coves, Arran's coastline is diverse and stunning. Even a simple walk along the shore feels like discovering a secret part of Scotland. The Isle of Arran is a microcosm of Scotland. Mountains, coastlines, castles and village life in one, accessible by ferry but worlds apart in beauty. It's an island that sits with longer after you leave. And finally, we head down the west coast to southern Scotland, and we arrive at the last place on our list. Within the Rins of Galloway lies the seaside fishing village of Portpatrick. Portpatrick is the kind of village that makes you want to slow down. A small harbour, colourful houses, and the endless rhythm of the sea make it one of Scotland's most charming coastal escapes. The heart of Portpatrick is a small harbour with postal-coloured cottages and local cafes, fishing boats bob sent in the water, giving the village a timeless working waterfront feel. The village has been a gateway to Ireland for centuries. You can still see the traces of its maritime past in old warehouses, piers and cobbled streets, living history that adds to its quaint charm. Take a stroll along the cliffs and paths that hug the coastline, from wildflower-filled cliffs to simply sandy coves. Every turn frames the sea against rugged Scottish beauty. Despite its small size, Portpatrick has a lively heart. From fresh seafood and local restaurants to friendly village shops, it's a place where community and nature exist in perfect balance. Portpatrick is the essence of a Scottish fishing village. Quiet, scenic and deeply memorable. A stop here isn't just a visit, it's a chance to slow down and experience the rhythm of coastal Scotland. Well, hope you all enjoyed that video today. Just going over 7 places to visit in Scotland in 2026. Definitely everyone, very kind of different to the others, but definitely a worthwhile adventure in Scotland. If you like this kind of content, remember to give me a like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing lots more videos around Scotland and travelling about. So keep smiling everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.